Hey, what's up? This is Jay Matt. Today I'm doing a review for the DC Universe animated original movie, Superman Batman Public Enemies. And this is my first time seeing this film. It's pretty, it's been out for a while, because if I'm not mistaken, I think it came out in, I think it was the year, I'm not really sure, I forgot, I didn't really mark it or whatever, and I don't want to just say it because I could be wrong, but I know it's a couple of years, it's been out a while. And this is my first time looking at this one too. This is basically about Superman and Batman joining forces against, Lex Luthor, who has now become like the president of the United States, if I'm not mistaken. And plus, on top of that, there's like a huge kryptonite meteorite that is on course for Earth, so that's another reason why they join forces, because they have to decide how they're going to take out this meteorite. I thought this was pretty cool. Like, the animation for it was good as well. And I'm going to touch on that in my review. As I review it, I'll touch on that. And I'm also planning on doing like another one, which would be Superman Batman Apocalypse. So I have like both of these now, and I have the Blu-ray editions of both of these films, as you can see. Superman Batman Apocalypse, Public Enemies, and Superman Batman Apocalypse, which is basically, this one is basically about Supergirl. It's like a Supergirl story, but I'm gonna do a review for that, pretty soon too. But right now my review will be about Superman and Batman Public Enemies. And as I mentioned before, in this tale, you have like Lex Luthor now as the president, and then you have like a new variation of the Justice League, which he is running, and he also wants Superman to join it. And this new Justice League also wants Superman to join them too, but Superman is against it because his history with Lex Luthor always being like his greatest enemy, basically. So why should he join something like that and accept something like that? And plus, on top of that, and this is where Batman comes into it, you have a huge kryptonite meteorite which is on course for Earth, so they have to join forces to take out this meteorite. And I will touch on that throughout my review or whatever. And this is Jay Bat. Hey, what's up? It's me, Jay Bat. I know I haven't done like a film review in a while. It's been like a while since I think it's been like a couple of months or whatever since I've done like a movie review, or like an animated film review. So today I finally decided to do a review for the DC Universe animated original film movie called Superman Batman Public Enemies. As you can see, there's the cover right there with Superman at the top, Batman down at the bottom, And this is basically like a film about both of them like teaming up together, to stop a threat of like a large, I think it was like an asteroid, if I'm not mistaken, that is heading to Earth, Actually, it was a meteorite. It's a huge kryptonite meteorite that is heading to Earth, And Batman and Superman have to join forces in the end to destroy it, And there's also like stuff about Lex Luthor being like the president and various things like that I would touch on, I thought this was pretty cool, I thought it was good, So I'm going to give like my review for this, and this would be my review for Superman Batman Public Enemies. Now, first off, it was fun getting to see two very legendary superheroes together, and actually one of them is my all-time favorite superhero, Batman, of course, So it was nice getting to see that him and Superman were actually teamed together in this film, I thought that was kind of fun and cool. Well, the story, it begins with like Lex Luthor becoming like the president of the United States. And then he decides to recruit his own like superheroes for his own Justice League, which is kind of odd, And on top of that, you would think it's kind of odd that he somehow managed to become the president, because this is Superman's, like greatest enemy supposedly, So, and he's now the president of the United States, so that kind of, is kind of a shock to a certain extent, But while Lex Luthor is the president, Superman still doesn't like trust him. He doesn't like, he doesn't agree with what Lex Luthor is doing, so he doesn't trust him at all, And at the same time, the Justice League that Lex Luthor has recruited, they want Superman to like join them and be a part of the Justice League as as like the usual, Justice League of old, So Superman, he decides like to be against it, he doesn't want to join it. And also on top of that, you have a huge kryptonite meteorite that is heading towards Earth, on a course for Earth, you know. So at the same time, they have to like figure out what they're going to do about that. And Lex Luthor himself, he decides to use missiles to destroy the meteorite, you know. But I'm not going to spoil what happens with that situation, you know. And at the same time, just like the Justice League, this new Justice League wants Superman to join their crew, Lex Luthor actually wants Superman to join it too as well, you know. But Superman, again, he denies, and he believes Lex Luthor is up to something kind of, you know, phony or whatever. So this battle with Metallo and Superman happens, you know what I'm saying? And Superman defeats Metallo with the help of Batman, because Batman shows up and helps Superman defeat Metallo, you know. So Lex Luthor decides to set up Superman by claiming that Superman tried to destroy Metallo. And you know Lex Luthor is now the president of the United States. So now the idea that Superman tried to destroy like his ally Metallo, it kind of makes Superman look like the villain, you know, like the bad guy in this situation, you know. Now that Lex Luthor is the president. So after Batman is sitting, it was actually Batman that kind of defeated Metallo. After this happens, Lex Luthor places a $1 billion bounty on Superman's head, you know. So eventually, like, Batman and Superman become like outcasts against like the world, basically, you know. So then like this new group of villains, you know, like basically the Justice League and like these other like villains, you know, show up to try to take out like Batman and Superman, you know. So you have like various like villains that show up in it, like, you know, like Batman villains like Mr. Freeze was in it. Who else was in it? I think Bane showed up at one point too, if I'm not mistaken. Like various like Batman like enemies, you know, that I know of, you know, and like Superman enemies too as well, you know. They try to show up and like take out Batman and Superman, you know, and at the same time you have this large kryptonite meteorite that's heading on course for Earth to destroy, you know, Earth or whatever. And like I mentioned before, Lex Luthor decides to use missiles to blow up the meteorite. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna spoil what happens there, you know. But I thought this was a fun movie. I thought like the animation for it was pretty good. I have the Blu-ray version of it too, as you can see, the Blu-ray version of it. But I thought like the animation for the film was like very good, you know. And you have like the returning voices, like Kevin Conroy, who of course I'm very familiar with. He returns as the voice of like Batman, you know, even Bruce Wayne to a certain extent, you know, because you kind of see Bruce Wayne in the film every now and then, you know, but it's mostly like Batman, you know. So he returns to do the voice of Batman because, you know, he did him on Batman the Animated Series, you know, and various other times, because he's my favorite like voice actor for Batman, Bruce Wayne, you know. Now I thought like the look of the heroes in this film was very cool and interesting too, and it kind of at times I don't want to stress it too much, but they were like very, you know, like muscular and stuff, you know, like muscular and stuff. So I was kind of like noticing that too, you know, like how muscular and like well designed they had, you know, like because like Batman and Superman they're very like they're like bodybuilders, you know, but they usually look like that anyway. But I thought it was kind of cool. They look very like manly, you know, and like rough, you know what I'm saying, like aggressive, you know. I thought it was kind of cool looking. And there was like moments before like Batman and Superman, like where they're in the Batcave, you know, especially when he first takes Superman to his Batcave, you know, after their encounter with Metallo, Batman takes Superman to the Batcave, like Alfred, because, you know, Alfred is also on here too, you know, and they help put Superman back together, you know, because he's hurt from being hit with kryptonite by Metallo. I think it was Metallo that shot some like kryptonite into Superman, and that's what kind of wounded him and made him slow down, and that's when Batman had to join in and defeat Metallo, you know. So while they're in the Batcave, I thought that was like some fun moments, you know. It's cool seeing like Batman, you know, and like Superman together in the Batcave, you know. I thought that was kind of fun, you know. This was a good, you know what I'm saying, I thought it was pretty good, you know. At times it gets kind of far-fetched, you know, when it started going all like into all this other kind of stuff, you know, that I'm really, you know, I wasn't really into that much. Like kind of on the Superman side of things, you know, like his world basically, that's when it kind of drifts away, you know. And there's other characters that, you know, that are in this film too, like Amanda Waller, she's in here, you know, from Suicide Squad, she's in here. You know, Toyman, who I wasn't really that familiar with, which is like a kid, kind of like, you know what I'm saying, he helps like Batman and Superman. In fact, towards the end of the film, he puts together this like large robot that's half Batman and half Superman, you know. I thought that was kind of cool, you know. There was fun action sequences, and Alfred's in it as well, you know. I thought this was good, it was decent, you know. It was like Superman takes like a serious beating in this film. There's like a lot of moments where he's just getting beat down, but he still, you know, he still like saves the day and stuff, you know. And I thought Batman was cool as well. You know, there was like some moments, even some sad moments with like Batman. You know, like whoa, he was getting like beat up and stuff. You know, kind of like shocked me or whatever. But this is okay. Now this version I have, it has like special features on it. I'm only going to touch on one of them that I thought was cool. It was the dinner with the DCU, and it had a special guest, which was Kevin Conroy. They're basically in a restaurant, and they're having like a conversation about like the DC universe characters and stuff like that. And Kevin Conroy, he touches on like Batman a lot. I thought that was very informative and good, and it's very lengthy too. You know, it was very long. You know. I think it was almost like about an hour or something. I know it was pretty long. It was over 30 minutes, I'm sure. And there was like other things, you know, they have one here too, like a test of minds, which is something about Superman and Batman, you know, and sneak peeks of other Justice League and DC, you know, universe like films coming up and stuff, you know, as well. And they got 4 bonus like animated films, you know, shorts on here and stuff like that, you know. Okay, so this is my review for Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. As you can see right there. And this is J-Bat.